Good morning. It is Saturday, June 6th, I believe. We had a very pleasant, impromptu detour. My cousin Beth and her husband Whit have a cabin close to the trail near Little Hump, Big Hump. So they met us on the trail and brought us to their house. We had a great dinner last night and got to sleep in a bed. Great breakfast this morning. There's Beth and there's Whit down there. And so we are getting ready to head back out. We've got a little side trail. We're going to walk over Yellow Mountain and to get back on the AT. And their house is beautiful. This view here, and then I'll come over here and show you. There's Grandfather Mountain. You can see. That's Grandfather Mountain back there. So they have a view of that. But it's been a beautiful, unexpected little impromptu thing, and it's hard to leave. But we're heading out today. I think we've only got 8-9 miles, and we're going to the Refuge Hostel tonight. So we will be checking in. A beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. So we're going to be heading over Little Hump and Big Hump today. So anyway, we will see you guys when we get on the trail. Feeding the fish in the little fish pond. Ooh. They're trout, rainbow trout. Oh wow.
Alright, we were retracing our steps from yesterday afternoon when we met Whit and Beth, and we walked down. That's all downhill. Their cabin is down there where we stayed last night. Now we're back up on Yellow Ball, and it's another day to behold. Not a cloud in the sky, and we couldn't ask for better weather to walk across here, but we're going to head across here and go back down to the AT on the little side trail that just nobody knows about it much. It's something that Whit told us about, so we were able to find our way up here and then down to his place. So anyway, incredible view. Grassy ridge top there. It's about 6,000 feet. We're standing at about 5,500 feet right here. Mount Mitchell is back there on the horizon. It's kind of hard to pick out on the video, but that's Mount Mitchell I'm looking at. Beautiful scene. We couldn't ask for better weather. The wind is not bad at all for up here. All right, we're on our way. We just left the ball, the yellow mountain ball out there, and we're back on this little deer trail that leads back to Little Hump. So this is not a marked trail or a known trail on a map. It's just a I don't know, a hunter's trail, deer trail kind of thing through here that we're walking on. So it's not, it's got a lot of brush and overgrown a little bit here and there, but you can see it. So we got not too far of a hike through here. It's probably I bet it's less than a half a mile, probably the whole thing. But once we get through this, we'll be back out on Little Hump, and we'll be tying back in on the AT there. So that's what we're doing at this moment. All right, that trail we've been walking on crosses over that yellow mountain, and on the other side of that tree line up there at the top it turns into a bald on the other side of that mountain. So that's where we were on Yellow Mountain Bald. So we've come through down that ridge line, tied back into here. So their house was right back down that way on the other side of that mountain there, where we were last night. And there's Grandfather Mountain, which you could see from their place, and Sugar Mountain, and then over here's Beach Mountain. And here's where we were when we got off trail yesterday to go see them. Where the ATs, you can see it running up Little Hump. So we're heading back over to the AT intersection right now. We're walking across this grassy area, and we'll be over there in just a minute to hook back in on the AT and continue northbound. So I'll check in then. Okay, we've made it back to the AT, well-trodden path. So we're back on White Blazes, heading up Little Hump here in a second. All right, we're approaching the summit of Little Hump. Got just a little ways further to go to get up there, but we're very close to the top. We came from over there. There's Yellow Mountain there. Got a nice rock outcropping up here. And northbound AT going right here to the summit. So we're on our way up to get the best view from the top. All right, here's the view from the summit. Little Hump, 5,400 feet above sea level. You can see Hump Mountain. This is Little Hump, this Hump. So that's where we're heading next. I can see the AT going up through there. So that's our destination. Next destination, we got to go down to the Bradley Gap first though. So we're on our way. All right, we've exited the bald of Little Hump, and we're descending down into Bradley Gap. So we're back in tree line. So anyway, it's nice and shady in here. Feels good. So yeah, we're heading down, and then we'll go back up Hump Mountain. So this is what it's looking like. Maybe we're popping back out up here in the open though. Let's see what's going on. So after getting through that section right there, we're actually going to pop back out onto the bald, but we've dropped down off the tops up there. We've come down a little bit, so we're heading down and around this way. There's Yellow Mountain again. That's what we came across from their house, the cabin. So looks like we're going in circles. through Bradley Gap. Now we're looking at Hump Mountain. We're going up that. You can see the trail, maybe. See some people on the trail up there, but we're going all the way to the top of that, so that'll be fun. But the view should be fantastic. Alright, here's a look back at Little Hump back there behind me. Top of Hump Mountain. We're at 5587, so we've come up about 600 feet. There's Little Hump over there. Alright, we're back in the tree line. Feels kind of good to be in the shade, although it's a nice day, cool day, but out in the bright sun it was warmer. It feels great in here. Very shady. We've only got about, I don't know, 4.5, 5 miles maybe to go to get to 19E highway. So we're making our way, but we're off the balls, and it was a spectacular day to go across them yesterday and today. So we're very happy about that. All right, talk to y'all later. All right, came down to get a little view here. We're still on our way down from Hump. Christmas tree farm laying in there, and then that's Grandfather Mountain back there in the background. Sugar Mountain. Then on up here, you can get a view of Beach Mountain. So, yeah, here's a good view here of the whole thing. There's beach up there in the center of my screen. So, pretty neat. I don't know if those are some of the ski runs maybe coming down, possibly up there. Looks like it could be. So anyway, trail's flattened up some. It was descending with a lot of rocks in it for a good while, maybe a mile or so. Now we're down. We're still high up, but the trail's leveled up some for us. So nice and shady in here. Beautiful day, good breeze blowing. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that view. Hadn't had a view in a little while, but anyway, we made our way down, so we're heading on in pretty soon. Talk to y'all later. The sign says we're leaving North Carolina, although I think we've been in and out of North Carolina. Looking back where I came from across that open area, you can kind of see the edge of the bald up there at the top of that. Possibly not on the video, but I can see it with my naked eye. But this is called Doll Flats, this area. So I'm gonna pull in here and wait on my hiking partners. So it's supposed to be a spring in here too. I was kind of looking around to see if I spotted it, but anyway, it's beautiful in here, nice and shady. Here they come. Half a mile from the highway 19E, and we've come down. It's been a huge downhill from the top of Hump Mountain. We're down at about 3,000 feet now. I think we were at 5,600 feet up there, so we've been coming down. This is a very long downhill. It's finally flattened out and not quite as rocky and rooty as we're getting down lower in elevation anyway. So we've been able to pick up the speed a little bit, but we're doing great and everybody's fine. So once we get to the highway, we've got about a, I don't know, mile, 0.4 to get to the hostel, the Refuge. Looking forward to staying there and seeing what that's like. Heard good things about it. So anyway, still descending, but at least it's not so steep and rocky now that we've come down. I wasn't able to video much of that, but we've been in the green tunnel pretty much ever since we left the bald, and it's been a beautiful day. We'll check in a little bit. All right, we're just coming up to Highway 19E, and I think we got to cross it. So hopefully that'll be easy enough. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, we've made it to the Refuge Hostel, and we're getting settled in, and then we're gonna get something to eat, but I'll show you kind of what it looks like. Let me back up a little bit. It's an octagon shaped log structure, house, and the hostel's downstairs and they live upstairs. So I'll show you what it looks like as we go in. It's a real nice setup down here. Got your hanging out space here. Got your fridge that's full of all kinds of frozen foods and ice cream and things like that. It's an honor system. You put your what you get on the write it down, and then they will the bunks is $20, and it includes your shower and laundry. So got some slack packing options from here. Then the bunk room's here. So we got the bunk room. You got about 8 bunks or so. It's a good setup. Got a small kitchen area, your laundry and the bathroom's back there. Anyway, it's a real nice setup. We're the only 3 people here tonight, so we got it to ourselves. So I don't know how many miles we end up doing, but I'll tell you here shortly. All right, so just looked at the mileage. I'm gonna have to guess a little bit, but I think we did around 11 miles today. So because we walked to off trail to get to Debbie's cousin's place and back, that added some that I'm not counting. So from Hump Mountain, it's about 11 miles to here or so, Little Hump. So that's close. Anyway, it was a beautiful day, and we will check in with you guys later. Have a good one.